Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is a word of caution regarding watching pick a card love readings. So while there is nothing inherently wrong with wanting to know where you stand with the love interest on your mind, the reason why you're wanting to know where you stand with them matters greatly, as it can greatly impact your mental and emotional well-being. So a very good question to ask yourself when it comes to why you're watching pick a card love readings is, am I simply curious or am I actually clinging? Holding on to hope isn't always a good thing, especially if it's keeping you stuck in limerence or in codependence. The last thing I want to do is to enable limerence and codependence with the content that I create. I want to help you create a life in which you're truly thriving, not keep you stuck in survival mode. And I know how it all works because I've been there. So this is where grace, knowledge, understanding, and compassion come in. It's okay if the only way you're able to self-soothe in this moment is by way of participating in coping mechanisms, distractions, and the like. As long as you're also doing yourself a favor by learning how to heal the wounding that has been fueling any limerence and or codependent patterns that you might have. My promise to you is that as you heal the wounding, your dependency on your SP, which means specific person, aka the person on your mind, or your ex, will begin to dissolve naturally, to the point where you're not even curious about what they're thinking and how they're feeling about you anymore. I know this to be true from personal experience. When you're ready to start healing the wounding, I have some amazing resources to get you going. My personal recommendation is to start with 2 videos, how to stop manifesting separation, and then the other one is called Releasing the Wants. Both videos will be linked in the description box below. My heart is always with you guys, and with that I bid you more happy viewing. Love, Michelle. Hey Pile 1, welcome to my channel. My name's Michelle. We're doing another pick a card love reading. This is finding out where you stand with your person. We're also going to be getting messages regarding their thoughts and their feelings about you at this time. But first, we're going to be checking in on where you currently stand with your person right now, okay? So keep in mind, Pile 1, whatever resonates. It's a general reading, so whatever resonates, definitely take it, run with it. If anything does not resonate, just drop it and leave it for those for whom it may resonate. I do have personal readings available if you would like for me to tap exclusively into you and your person's energy and the energy of your guys' connection. The description box below has all the booking details. There are a lot of $25 readings available in the specific person category, so go check it out, okay? So Pile 1, getting right into it, you guys were drawn to the pink tourmaline in quartz. Very good for heart healing. Especially for people who have suffered maybe some trauma, or what could feel like trauma. It could feel very traumatic to the nervous system. And trigger warning, this is also good for people that may have suffered any kind of like mental, emotional, physical abuse. The mental and the emotional processing of that, right? So that's pink tourmaline in quartz. We'll see if that has even any connection to the reading itself, but I felt guided to let you guys know about the properties of pink tourmaline and quartz and what it's often used for. All right, so Pile 1, yeah, now I see why. The overall energy of where you stand with your person. So we have love yourself first. It says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. We're going to see how all of this fits in with this reading, if that's your person's energy, if that might be them telling you to love yourself first. We got gossip. It says there's a lot of gossip that surrounds this relationship that is affecting not only their judgment, but their vision too. We've got insatiable. This says they have an insatiable thirst, a thirst that no one else but you can satisfy, craving for you more and more. And then we also have put the computer away. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. There's a message coming through that where you stand with your person. I I am picking up energies, pile one, where your person, like where you stand with your person, is they're not putting you first. They're not making you a top priority. And so a message that's coming through possibly from your person's higher self, right, is, you know, while they figure that out, or while they're doing whatever it is you're doing, like that's, I know it's blunt, but that's just the energy, the message that's coming through, is they're not making you a top priority in your life. And if you guys understand anything about manifestation, how creation, how we are co-creating our 3D reality, you know, relationships being the being the truest mirrors of all, right? If you guys have never heard of the law of assumption, or the what's called everyone and everything is you pushed out, definitely go check those out. Your person not making you a priority, and this is getting deep, and we'll get back into the main message, right? But this is my energy. This is how I work, you guys, as a reader. I'm always focused on empowering you guys, putting you guys back on your pedestal and things of that nature. And so this message is coming through for a reason. The reason why you might be manifesting a dynamic with someone who is not making you a top priority in their life, who is not putting you first, or not putting you on a pedestal, not giving you the attention or this connection, the attention that it deserves, could be because it's a direct reflection of how you're showing up or not showing up for yourself. Okay, again, you know, not trying to call anyone out or put anyone's defenses up. This is just, you know, if this resonates and it's true for you, you know that it's true for you, then, you know, take it. You can do what you want with that information. As you begin to show up for yourself and put yourself first and make yourself a top priority, you'll just naturally start to experience a 3D reality that mirrors that back to you, where, you know, you're in relationships with people that also prioritize you as well. I hope that makes sense. If you're interested in, you know, some of these concepts that I just talked about, you know, everyone is you pushed out in the law of assumption, and how you know, manifest a 3D reality that's a direct reflection of you yourself. I have another video, I have another channel linked in the description box below. It used to be called Your Wish Fulfilled. Now it's called The Synergy Effect with Michelle Estrada. Yeah, go check it out. There's two videos you might want to check out. That one of them is called How to Stop Manifesting Separation. Then the other one is called Releasing the Wants. And so those two together will really get you going on the journey of finally being able to create a reality that you thrive in, that you actually want to be in. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so now we'll get back to the main message. Yeah, so where you stand with your person, pile one, you know, honestly, it feels like they're putting themselves first. They're not making you and or this connection a top priority at the moment. Let's find out some more. And we got some stuff here. It says gossip. Your person may be overly concerned about what other people think about you and or this connection. Gossip again says there's a lot of gossip that surrounds this relationship that is affecting not only their judgment but their vision too. And so they care way too much about what other people think, and that could just be in general, right? Your person could have elements of people pleasing, whether they would see it that way or not. But we do have insatiable here, where it says they have an insane thirst, a thirst that no one else can satisfy. And so they are somewhat dependent on your energy for whatever reason. We'll see if we can get into that. It could be sexual energy, right? Passion, intimacy, things of that nature. But we'll see what all of this is saying. Your person is coming through with the message, pile one, where you stand with them. It's like they're focused on themselves. And so they're saying it's best for you to do the same, to focus on yourself, you know, at this point in time anyway. Let's see. Give us more for where pile one stands with you. There's talking. So we do have interested. It says interested, conversing, more awaited message arrives. Text, call, email, hoovering. I am hearing, pile one, where you stand with your person, as they are interested in getting to know you more, getting to know you better, continuing this connection on. There's some, I don't know if this is like a newer connection, if that's just them reassuring you, it's like, yeah, they might be super distracted with what's going on outside of this connection, but that doesn't mean, what they're saying is that doesn't mean they're not interested in you and or this connection. Their focus is just somewhere else. Let's find out. 2 more, please. For where pile 1 stands with you. The butterfly, but it's coming up in reverse. Okay. So in the upright position, the butterfly says relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. Okay, but it's in the reverse. And so, yes, I can see where they're, okay, so your person has an interest in, getting to know you more and stuff, but it just, there's a very stagnant energy coming through where this connection is concerned. Yes, the interest is there, but it's not like they're actually doing anything about it at this point in time. There's no growth in this connection. And I'll be honest, because this is about where you stand with your person at this point in time. Is that how it wants to be said? Like yes, they are interested in getting to know you more, continuing this connection, talking, okay? They're interested in talking and conversing. This has more of a lighter tone to their interest, right? They're not interested and or ready at progressing this connection to the next level, at least as of yet, okay? They're wanting to keep things very lighthearted, I keep hearing business casual. Huh, that's weird. Give me one more for where pile 1 stands with you. They're just not, at this point in time where you stand with them, pile 1, they're not willing to carve out any time specifically in or for this connection. But it is carrying elements of like, okay, so where you stand with your person, this is giving me the vibe of them kind of putting this connection on the back burner or on a shelf. It's like they'll get to it when they're able, when some time opens up, or when they've cleared up enough on their plate or something like that. Because we got the dragonfly here again. It says be lighthearted, finding out things come into light, adapt, change, and heal. But I am picking up energies where your person is like, at the moment, for now, they're not interested and or ready and or willing to take things to the next level, to grow and progress this connection to anything more than what it is now. They want to keep things I keep hearing business. They're wanting to keep things very casual, very light. They're not interested in anything serious where this connection is concerned at the moment. Okay. But we got Cupid's arrow showing up at the back of the deck, okay? The interest is there in you personally, but it feels more like their head is just not in it right now. They're focused on what feels like business, okay? Definitely feels like business. Your person could be a workaholic, because we got put away the computer. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. Gossip is also kind of giving me the energy of your person getting some kind of an ego boost from whatever it is they do for a living, okay? They're putting a lot of importance and significance on climbing up the corporate ladder, something of that nature. And the reason why they're doing it is because it's fulfilling some kind of a very deep-seated need for feeling significant, feeling important. It's kind of coming from an egoic place, okay? Your person cares a lot how they are viewed by other people, and your person needs to be viewed by other people as being significant. But I am picking up an underlying energy of that's coming from a place of like, they need that because they don't feel that way. That could be indicative of some kind of a childhood wounding, okay? Your person might be a bit of an overachiever, pile 1, feeling like in order to be deserving of love, they have to perform, they have to They gotta win. It's that kind of an energy, okay? Let's find out where, let's see, insatiable. Do you work with your person at all? Because the more I'm getting into this energy, the more this is feeling like it's more directed towards whatever it is they're doing for a living. Building an empire. Like this insatiable with all the cards that are coming out and all the other energies that I'm channeling, this doesn't feel like it's necessarily they're craving you. This feels like they're craving advancement in the material world, in the wealth world, building wealth, building an empire. Because we have that being clarified by the Page of Pentacles and then the Ace of Swords. That's, you know, I'm picking up energies of your person, like doing a lot of research, trying to figure out how, you know, marketing and advertising and building their business and figuring out how to, you know, it could be a specific kind of a breakthrough that your person is wanting when it comes to building wealth or success or something like that. That's where all their attention and focus and energy is going at the moment. There's not hardly, the energy that I'm channeling and that I'm tapping into, pile one, it doesn't seem like a lot of their mental and emotional space is really going towards you and the connection at all. It's almost like, yeah, I'll get to love and romance when I get all this other business and wealth stuff figured out. I just heard I have bigger fish to fry. Your person's coming through in a very logical, analytical, very mind-based space. They could be earth signs. They could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I am picking up on some air of detachment too. So there could be some Scorpio in there. Some air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Let's find out though, because a lot of their messages about where you stand with them isn't actually about where you stand with them. It's like why you're not a priority in their life. It's more like where their business, where they stand with their business. Like their business is their spouse or their boyfriend or their girlfriend or their significant other at this point in time. And if it's not a business, it's definitely your person being preoccupied with making something of themselves. Okay. Where does pile one stand with you? Pile one's person. Pile one. Let's talk about pile one. Where does pile one stand with you? All right, so we have still battling addiction and inner demons, and then we also have please don't give up on me and don't give up on us. And so this is definitely that energy of your person, like, listen, I'll get to it when I can get to it. Like your person isn't, like, I am picking up on the interest. They are interested in you in this connection, but their focus is someone else. They're not necessarily wanting you to just give up and move on. Like I said, you know, their desire to achieve wealth or to make something of themselves is coming from some kind of a wounding, okay, with still battling addiction and inner demons. They get something from accumulating material possessions and wealth that they don't get from romantic relationships, and that is indicative of a wounding, okay? Let's get one more. Ah, okay. And then we have this. It says, I'm not over my ex / the third party. And I just got, there's a message that just came through where the reason why they might be working so hard to make something of themselves is because whoever this ex or the third party is made them feel like they were nothing because they didn't have anything in terms of, like, they didn't have the material possessions, they didn't have designer clothes, they didn't have wealth and stuff like that, you know. And so that's kind of where this drive and this focus is coming. It's like they're trying to prove themselves to somebody. And for a lot of you, it's specifically coming through that somebody they're trying to prove themselves to is an ex. Okay. I just picked up the message too. Third party could be very general. It doesn't necessarily have to be a specific third party. There could just be a projection that your person has, pile one, where they're believing that in order for them to be worthy of attention, to be worthy of validation from like potential love interests, that they have to meet some kind of a financial like criteria or something. Okay, that's for some of you. For the vast majority of you though, it is talking about a very specific person in your person's past. There's not a lot of energy coming up about their thoughts and their feelings about you specifically though, Pile 1. I'm gonna be honest. Let's clarify. Please don't give up on me. Don't give up on us. They're not necessarily wanting you to go anywhere, Pile 1. But even in the reading, in the energy, that they're not even devoting a lot of this reading to letting you know how they feel specifically about you. It's all about, you know, what else is more important to them at this moment, right? And that might be why the reading opened up with, you know, a message to you, Pile 1, to love yourself first, because clearly your person is not making you and or this connection any kind of a priority, not even in this reading. I'm asking them specifically how they feel and what they think about you, and they're always talking about something or someone else, okay? Yeah, and it's all stemming. Look at this, okay? Where you stand with your person is they're way too focused on themselves at this point. And this is why we got the King of Wands in the reverse, and then we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Your person is feeling very stuck in life in general. You know, and where you stand with your person, they might just be coming from an overall space of just feeling like they're not good enough, feeling like they don't have anything to offer anybody. Yes, there is an interest in you specifically that they very, very lightly touched on. And yes, for whatever reason, they are not, they're wanting to hold on to you in this connection. They're definitely not wanting to let it go. Because I'm not picking up any energies, Pile 1, where you stand with your person, where they're like, go ahead and do your thing. You know, if we just happen to cycle back, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. There is an energy of your person, for whatever reason, wanting to hold on to you and hold on to this connection. So, I mean, they might be picking up on you guys have a very natural kind of a energy exchange. Maybe you guys, they're picking up on like a very natural chemistry that the two of you have together. But they are definitely preoccupied with something where they're feeling like they're lacking in something, and that's what they're currently focused on, is remedying that, whatever that is, okay? But, you know, your person has a lot of wants and needs and desires. Definitely having the want and the need and the desire to feel important, but they are tying their importance to what it is they're able to produce in the 3D, okay? And they have a very, I don't know if this is something that is conscious, that they're consciously aware of, but with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, they're feeling kind of like like they don't have the power to do that. They're feeling very disempowered in this energy, okay? That might be why they're feeling very preoccupied with you know, business and finances and money and material possessions and things of that nature, because I'm seeing them always feeling like it's out of their reach. They don't have enough, and they never will have enough. These are some of the limiting beliefs in the thought patterns and belief structures that your person has. They're just not, see, your person is not feeling good enough because they don't have enough. See, they're equating their personal worth and their personal value to how much money they have in the bank, or the kind of, you know, home that they're living in, or the kind of car that they drive, or the kind of clothes that they wear. And someone set that in their mind. Like, unless you're living in this kind of a neighborhood, unless you're driving this kind of a car, unless you're making this kind of money, unless you're wearing these kind of clothes, you're a nobody, right? That's what's cycling in their head. I'm a nobody unless I have all these material things. Okay. Pile 1, that was your reading. Thank you for hanging out with me today. If this resonated, if it brought you any kind of insight, guidance, closure, whatever it is that maybe you're needing, do me a favor, take a minute, if you would, smash the like button for me. That is a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below, let me know what pile you picked, to let me know how it resonated. Become part of the family by hitting that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. And I will see you guys at your next pick a card love reading. Bye, pile 1. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle. We're doing another pick a card love reading. We are tapping into where you stand with your person, the love interest on your mind, okay? So, and then we're also going to get like what their thoughts and feelings are towards you in the connection as well. But we're going to start the reading with where you stand, okay, currently right now. Just keep in mind, you guys, it's a general reading. So whatever resonates, take it, run with it. Anything that doesn't resonate, leave it behind for, you know, whomever it does resonate with. If you would like for me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection, just check the description box below. There are a lot of $25 readings available in the specific person category. All right, pile 2, let's get started. Let's find out what, where you stand with your person. And so we guys were drawn to the Amazonite, rough stone with Smoky Quartz. And then the overall energy of where you stand with your person. Okay, so wow, we got separation. We have time apart, so you guys are definitely in separation right now. But we also have true love and lustful desires. Okay, let's see. Lustful desires says there's a difference between love and lust. Don't let your desire destroy you. Overcome the spirit of lust. This may have been why you guys are kind of in separation right now. Your person, like, because we do have true love here, right? This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. This is where you stand with your person, even though the two of you are not together, not speaking, even though the two of you are separated, not spending time together, whatever the case may be. Your person, where you stand with them, pile 2, this is true love. This is what they feel for you, okay? What they feel for you is true. It's true love. It's unconditional. It's not just sexual. It is also emotional, mental, all that good stuff. And they also have a lower nature that they're dealing with right now that is coming out in the form of lustful desires, okay? So there's kind of a push and pull between, like, you know, their higher self, their higher nature versus their lower nature. Separation says there's time apart. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. We got time apart twice. And this also says some distance will help bring clarity. So where you stand with your person, pile 2, your person is in this time of separation coming to clarity. Maybe they questioned whether or not what they felt for you was lust or if it was indeed love. And what's coming through is in this time of separation, your person is coming or has come to realize that what they feel for you is much more than just lust. It actually is true love, okay, for where you stand with your person. Let's see, where does pile 2 stand with you, pile 2's person? All right, so this says girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. What does pile 2 stand with you, pile 2's person? Okay, we got talking. This is interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hovering, but it says not enough. Okay, there is some kind of an insatiable need that your person has that is stemming from their lower nature. Okay, this could very well be sexual. Your person might have an actual kind of an addiction, but it's coming through in the form of like third parties, right? Needing, wanting attention from multiple third parties, and it's coming from a place of filling a void that your person has. I'll be honest, yeah, I mean, your person is realizing in your absence, pile 2, that what they felt for you is true love, that it is more than just a physical sexual need. And you know, at the same time, it's like they're not necessarily just at home sulking. Okay, we have girl talk here with happily single, spending time with friends, living in the moment and having fun. Okay, they're not, if I'm being honest with the energy that's coming through, pile 2, your person isn't just, they're not at home waiting. I mean, they could be. They might be, you know, hoping to hear from you. We'll see what comes out in the rest of this reading. But, I mean, you know, they're not pining. I'm not picking up any energy of your person pining for your energy, for this connection. At least not at this point. We'll see, okay? Because I'm picking up energies of your person filling their time with other people. Yes, with friends, but also with, you know, dating, because it says you're happily single. I can see them texting and flirting and messaging other people. There definitely is, your person is in this mode of like higher nature versus lower nature. And where you stand with them right now is they're, you know, yeah, they have feelings for you. Yeah, it's true love. And this could be their lower nature talking, we'll see. But it's not like they're just, it's almost like they're not missing you. And that feels so harsh to say. But look, at the bottom of the deck, we have sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. I just heard your person's in for they're in for a rude awakening. We'll find out what that is. That's bottom of the deck energy, so that can mean that it's not that strong or it's incoming, okay? We'll see. We will see. Because we also have not enough here. It says frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage. That's that lower nature coming through. And then it also says fear/ego issues and jealousy, okay? You know, the energy and the message that's coming through with I'm not missing you, or I'm not missing pile 2, is almost coming through in a very defensive kind of an energy. There's a song, it's an old song, I'm not missing you at all. Is that like the Eagles, or it was somebody from the Eagles, or who, you know, who used to be in the Eagles? The energy and the sense of that song is like this person saying with their words that I'm not missing you, but honestly, if you listen to the whole song, it's like they're clearly missing that person, right? They're not wanting to miss the person, and this is that higher nature versus the lower nature, right? Definitely some pride and ego coming through, like where you stand with your person, pile 2. That's almost like they're too prideful to admit to themselves, and they're too prideful to admit to you that they miss you. And it seems like they're trying to fill a lot of their time with, you know, connections that clearly aren't doing much of anything for your person, and there's not enough energy here, as a way to distract themselves. Your person could very well, you know, in moments where they are connected with their higher nature, maybe be kicking themselves for how they handled this connection. Before I get to clarifying more, let me see, pile 2's person, what are your honest thoughts and feelings towards your honest thoughts and feelings? Okay, pile 2. I'm being very quiet because I'm channeling some information right now. We'll see what comes up in the energy in terms of like what their honest thoughts and feelings are, but I'm picking up on some heavy resistance from your person to even let the energy come through about what they're thinking and feeling, because there is a very higher nature versus lower nature kind of inner struggle with your person going on right now. And so, I mean, we'll see what nature comes through in terms of like their thoughts and feelings. Look, it says, I like you, but I love me more. Looking out for number 1. It says, remembering focusing on the bad times. I just saw we want different things at the bottom of the deck. This is heavily carrying energies of your person on purpose, trying to focus on things to help distance themselves from you mentally and emotionally. Okay? I don't know if you guys broke up and you told them basically to get lost, kick rocks, I want nothing to do with you, then this makes sense, right? This would be them purposefully trying to move on. Now, this is also tactics used by people who are like dismissive avoidance or just avoidance in general. We're talking about attachment styles. So this could be your person doing these things in order to deactivate or because they are deactivated, okay? Avoidance do this naturally. You know, anxious attachment, people that have an anxious attachment style will purposefully only focus on the good as a way to hold on and to stay activated within a connection, whereas avoidance do the exact opposite of that. They just naturally hyper focus on what they perceive to be flaws and faults of the person and or the connection as it's a what do they call that, self-preservation. Okay. So I mean, that could be, I don't know if this is something your person is doing on purpose so that they can move on because they're seeing like there's no going back here. Like if this is an actual breakup and you told them to get lost and never to talk to you again, I mean, you know, that's why they're doing it. If not, then this is like your person's being deactivated in some kind of avoidant, insecure attachment style. Okay. How do you truly feel about pile 2, please? I just heard, then we have I only want you, okay? There is definitely a war, a tug of war going on when it comes to you in this connection, pile 2, between your person's higher nature and their lower nature. Because we do have true love here about where you stand with your person, and they're doing everything in their power not to recognize that, not to focus on that. In fact, they're doing everything that they can to kind of steer away from that for whatever reason. But, you know, if your person is being very honest with themselves, they're only wanting you. You're the only one that they want. And there may be this feeling that either they feel threatened in this energy, you know, for someone that might be suffering or that might be dealing with, you know, an avoidant, insecure attachment style. They may not feel comfortable in that energy. Because people with avoidant attachment styles, you know, do not like to feel emotionally and mentally close to somebody. It's that fear of intimacy, right? That's why avoidants tend to thrive in very casual, loosely attached connections, because to them, feeling very emotionally and mentally close to somebody makes them feel out of control, makes them feel disempowered. And so I can see why your person, like where this dynamic is really messing with your person's head. Because they do have these really strong feelings for you. For a lot of you, your person's in love with you. They really, truly do love you, and it's unconditional. It goes way beyond just a physical sexual connection for them. And they're fighting that. Their lower nature is fighting the higher nature in that regard. Their lower nature is fighting the fact that your person feels very much a true love sense here. Their lower nature is fighting the fact that your person only wants you. There's very much an inner battle going on between your person's wounded ego and their heart, okay? Let's find out what's going on with lightning. What is lightning? Again, this is sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Why is this at the bottom of the deck? Let's find out. There's the Tower. Boom. Why is this at the bottom of the deck, though? That's exactly what lightning in this deck is. It's Tower energy. Why is this at the bottom of the deck, though? They're stuck. Yeah, okay. So there definitely is an awakening, an aha moment. There's this, transformation in your person's energy that's wanting to happen. And this is why there's this tug of war going on between your person's inner, like they're having an inner tug of war between their higher nature and their lower nature. Okay, your person is very much in resistance to this. This is why this energy is at the bottom of the deck and it hasn't made it out onto the actual board, is because your person is resisting it. They're fighting it tooth and nail. Okay, so now that we know that, what's the epiphany then? What's the epiphany? What's the realization? Ooh, okay. We got the Queen of Wands in the reverse, and then we have the King of Wands in the upright position. Oh, okay. This could be, there's a couple, let me see which message is the most one that rings through. What is that? The Knight of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Again, this is an epiphany of your person understanding that there's an inner battle going on, okay? Your person actually realizing that. There also is, part of it has to do with, and this could literally be your person at battle with their own inner feminine. Inner feminine energy, we all have it, inner masculine and inner feminine. Some of us are more divine masculine versus being more divine feminine, but your person is very much in resistance to their own inner feminine energy, which is all about surrender, all about releasing, and it's all about embracing, right? And so your person having a control issue, surrendering to this connection, surrendering to love just in general, surrendering to being in love with somebody, surrendering to a love connection, a soul connection, because there is fear attached, and there's a need to maintain power, right? Their own sense of power. The fact that this is clarifying like what they're having an epiphany about, and that would make sense because Tower energy is like, that's upheaval. That can mean bringing something from a subconscious realm where you're not even aware of it to being faced with it, like in a very kind of a rude awakening kind of a way. Your person realizing how they're getting in the way of their own happiness by continuing to yield, or what's that word? By continuing to give in to their lower nature, these lustful desires. continuing to give in to self-sabotage and continuing to give in to pride and ego and things of that nature, okay? This is your person understanding this and getting this consciously. How they're getting in their own way of their own happiness, specifically where this connection is concerned, but also in other areas of life, right? Yeah, we got the sun at the bottom of the deck in the reverse. Them understanding, you know, things, they may even see things as like being good right now. And I was picking up on that energy where your person's like, you know, they're not necessarily just at home crying, right? Right? And so they are kind of in this energy like, yeah, things are all right. They're not bad, but they could definitely be better. Right? With the sun in the reverse, right? They're understanding how they're getting in their own way. They're becoming acutely aware of their higher nature versus their lower nature and how they're self-sabotaging and getting in the way of their own happiness. But we're talking specifically where they stand with you in the connection. They're realizing like, you know, yeah, you know, talking to these other people is fun, getting attention from them is fun, but they're also starting to sense that they have something a lot more deeper. They, you know, they have a need for a deep soul connection that is starting to emerge with you specifically, pile 2, okay? There's something that they get from the connection that they have with you that is so much more fulfilling on a deep soul level, that they're starting to recognize the more time they spend in some of these more just surface level egoic connections, it's not fulfilling. Now they've got something to compare it to, right? They have you. They've got their connection with you and the feelings that they have with you. Now they've got something to compare what they're feeling with some of these other loosely based connections, right? It's not satisfying for them anymore in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, it's kind of carrying some kind of like an addictive nature that your person has, in needing other people's attention and needing their validation and stuff, you know, and they got that from you. Right? I am picking up where they did get that from you. They got validation from you. They got all that good stuff from you. But their lower nature was like, I need it from more than just one person. Now their higher nature is starting to come in with this lightning and this tower kind of an energy now that they've got you to compare it to, because your validation and your attention gave them far more, fulfilled them far more deeply on a very spiritual, emotional, soul level that some of these other ones do not. These other loosely based connections do not. And they're actually starting, what I'm starting to pick up now, where you stand with your person, pile 2, you know, we have not enough here. While they are, you know, still kind of dealing in some of these surface level connections outside of this connection, now that they have your connection with which to compare them to, these other connections are leaving your person like almost with a bad taste in their mouth. Especially since you guys are not talking, especially since you removed your energy from the equation. You removed yourself as an option, especially because they don't have your connection to fall back on, right? So, you know, for those of you where you know this is happening, this is exactly why it's happening. This time apart, it says some distance is bringing help and clarity to your person about what it is they're giving up in pursuit of, you know, lower natured egoic pursuits. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Is there anything else to add? Thoughts and feelings towards pile 2. I'll be honest where you stand with your person right now, at least right now, but I can see the inner battle is going on. At this moment, your person's lower nature is still kind of winning battles. Okay, yes, their higher nature is starting to come a lot more online, and you had a lot to do with that, pile 2. But their lower nature is still winning out at this point in time. They're still very resistant to surrendering totally to, you know, a very intimate, close, loving connection. There's still a lot of fear-based energy there, a lot of ego there still. Anything to add? And then we'll close the reading. Yeah, there's the 5 of Wands. Their lower nature still winning out. They're not ready yet to give up, though. You know, yes, they're seeing the contrast. They're aware now, so the awareness is there, and they're not ready yet to give up some of the lower based, surface based connections. Not yet. They're still in the midst of that battle. For those of you where that matters, right? For some of you, you're just curious, you're just checking in, you don't want this person back, you're just curious, right? But for the others of you where you're kind of holding out hope that, you know, this person is gonna, like, you know, have this epiphany, it's like, yeah, it's that epiphany is knocking on the door, but your person is still highly resistant to it. Okay, and so for those of you where you're holding out hope that this person is just gonna, like, you know, come to their senses, things of that nature, it might be a while, right? You might want to go check out some of my other readings that could talk about, like, you know, like, when is this person going to commit and stuff like that, because those come with, you know, possible timelines. But where you stand with your person at this point in time, pile 2, they're still in the midst of a battle between their higher versus their lower nature. And right now, their lower nature is still winning out. They're not ready to give up those loosely based connections because there's a lot of fear that is driving your person's bus right now. Okay, they still have a lot of fear in regards to detaching from their avoidant ways and completely surrendering to, you know, an intimate, monogamous, loving, very closely connected relationship. All right, you guys. All right, yeah, see, they're not right. See, they might have a conscious desire, or maybe even like, yeah, it would be ideal to have this 10 of Pentacles with somebody, right? But it's in the reverse. They're not ready for it yet. They're just not. Okay, you guys, that was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. If this resonated, please do me a favor. Take a moment to hit that like button. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. Become part of the family by hitting that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. And I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, pile 2. Pile 3, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We are doing another Pick a Card Love reading. This reading is finding out where you stand with your person at this point in time, and then we're also going to find out their thoughts and feelings towards you, okay? But we're going to start off finding out just where you stand with them overall in this point in time, like right now, currently, okay? Because energies can always shift. Where you stand with them now could be very different, you know, according to where you might stand with them like in a month, okay? So energies always shift. So we're just figuring out where you stand with them right now. Just keep in mind, pile 3, that this is a general reading, so whatever resonates, take it, run with it. If something does not resonate, just leave it behind for whomever it may resonate with. I do have personal readings available if you would like for me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection. Just check the description box below for booking details. There are a lot of $25 readings available in the specific person category. All right, you guys, so pile 3, you guys were drawn to the amethyst tooth. We'll put that right over there. Overall energies for where you stand with your person, we've got pay attention to the red flags. It says the signs are cautioning you. We got finances here. It says financial challenges are affecting this connection. We also have on a pedestal. It says you're the queen of their heart, the queen of their fiercely guarded castle. It's only fear that makes them run. Your person may have some difficulties, or they may have some self-worthiness issues tied to, you know, the amount of money they are or are not making. We'll find out what paying attention to the red flags mean. Let's find out. Let's get more energies. Where does pile 3 stand with you, pile 3's person? Where does pile 3 stand with you right now? Your person's energy is really quiet. This is giving me the vibes of one of the other piles. If you were drawn to one of the other piles, it was kind of the same kind of energy, but this is, I'm not picking up the energy of your person being detached from you, pile 3, but this is definitely, something may have happened recently in your person's financial life where that's where all of their energy, it's almost like they're distracted from this connection and distracted from putting any energy and resources into you in the connection, because it's almost this energy of like they're trying to save a sinking ship. Okay, that's kind of the energy. It's like where you stand with your person, them kind of putting you on hold and putting this connection on hold because there's like some kind of a financial emergency or some kind of an emergency happening elsewhere. Specifically, a lot of you, it's your person's finances because it's literally here on the board. Okay. Where does pile 3 stand with you, pile 3's person? Yeah, it's like they're not, their energy's not even coming through a lot because it's like they don't even have the time. I'm telling you, your person is dealing with some dire things. Pile 3's person, dial in for a minute. Tell us where pile 3 stands with you right now. Here's separation. You guys could very much be. So it says separation. It says sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Okay. We'll see what else comes out. Where does pile 2 stand with you? I'm hearing they're not letting you go. They're not letting you go, okay? Again, on a pedestal says you're the queen of their heart, the queen of their fiercely guarded castle. It's only fear that makes them run. We'll delve in more. Where does pile 3 stand with you, pile 3's person? These cards are acting really weird, like as I'm shuffling, which has not been happening for the other 2 piles. Where does pile 3 stand with you, pile 3's person? That's a lot. Do I want to take all these? I'm going to take this one. We got lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise epiphany, upheaval, transformation. We got, no, I'm not going to take all these. I'll note the energy though to see if it comes out again. What does pile 3 stand with you? Okay. Heart with a key showing up at the back of the deck. We do have seduction, but it is showing up in reverse, which is a good thing because that's your person coming through, letting you know, pile 3, where you stand with them. It has nothing to do with them being seduced by a third party. That's not it. Okay. All of their focus and their time and their energy is going towards another sinking ship, and it has everything to do with their finances. Okay. They could have lost, they could have been fired from their job. They could have lost, you know, a really big account. They could have just lost their business altogether. This could be them trying to save a sinking ship in terms of like finances and business and you know, things of that nature. But where you stand with your person, it's like that you have the key to their heart, okay? They're not necessarily wanting to let go of like the connection. That's not it at all. I'm going to put red flag over here because I do want to make it a point to make sure that I clarify that, because this just could be them paying attention to the red flags that have nothing to do with this connection, right? Where their focus is on something else completely at the moment. So that could very well be what paying attention to the red flags is in terms of like where you stand with your person. I don't feel like these red flags have anything to do with you and the connection, and everything to do with like your person facing some kind of a dire financial emergency at the moment, okay? But we'll see. Let me get 3 messages here for your thoughts and feelings towards pile 3. Your thoughts and feelings. Okay, it says, I'm being 100% real with you. Living single. Oof. Okay, so, you know, your person being honest, and it could very well be because of, you know, where they're at financially in life right now, especially if they're the divine masculine. This could be coming from a space of your person wanting to like provide for you, wanting to take care of you, all of those things, and they're just not in the position to do that right now because their financial boat seems like it's on fire, okay? Let me see one more. We do have, okay, so we have, I'm serious about you and us, but we also have, it's coming out neutralized, so it's like I'm just having fun here, nothing serious. This is not about third parties. This is them saying that, yes, they're taking this connection with you seriously, and there's something else that they're having to take even more seriously, okay? Them living single has nothing to do with them wanting to, like, be free, wanting to date, them wanting to just, you know, keep their options open. That's not it at all, because we have seduction here in the reverse. Okay, so I know that your person living single has nothing to do with them wanting to keep their options open. It has everything to do with them not being in a position to be the provider, to be the protector right now. It's like your person's mind space where they're at, they're saying to themselves, I can't even provide for myself. How could I even think to provide for a family? This is why your person is not in the energy. They're just not in the space of committing to anything serious right now. They're not in the space of committing to a romantic relationship long term, because their own personal household is in shambles. And so, you know, your person is coming from a divine masculine standpoint of wanting to be the provider, wanting to be the protector, but they got to be that for themselves first, and they're not, okay? They're not in a financially, I was going to say safe, but I'm hearing responsible. They're not in a very financially responsible space right now. They can barely make ends meet for themselves. And so it's like, you know, your person, I am picking up energies where your person is wanting to be a family person, a family guy, a family, whatever, right? That's what most healthy masculines want to be. They want to be the head of household, not to control it, but that's how healthy masculines are, right? They want to provide, they want to protect, not as a means to control. That's coming from a space of love. They want to, you know, provide a loving, compassionate, healthy, financially abundant home for their spouses, for their divine feminine, whether that they're male or female, right? For their children, things of that nature. And so right now it's like there's almost this sense of your person putting love and relationships and, you know, marriage and all that stuff on the back burner until they can get their own single household stabilized, under control. Okay, because I am picking up on an underlying energy where your person does have the desire to get married. Okay, we do have them being 100% real with you. So this is your person, pile 3. Like, if they told you like it's not me, it's you, they meant that. They're being 100% real with you. They're not making excuses because they want to be, you know, single and a bachelor or a bachelorette and they want to keep options open. That's not it. I'm not seeing your person just on dating apps trying to connect with other people and putting you on the back burner because they're trying to see if there's something else out there that is better. I'm not picking up on that, okay? Because it says here, you're the one on the pedestal, pile 3. You're the one that they think about. You know, if they were going to commit, you're the one that they commit with. You're the one that has their heart right now. The only thing is you have their heart, but you don't have their attention, okay? We'll find out what all of this, oh, there, like at the back of the deck, it says no one compares to you. They're not out there trying to find someone to replace you. They're trying to save a sinking ship in terms of, like, you know, their financial stability. Let's find out what, well, let me find out about separation. And this could be just, you know, you guys could be in separation right now. But what separation says, it says sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Okay, so tell me more about separation. Yeah, this isn't about blocking you or about, you know, denying you the connection. That's not it at all. Tell me more about separation. This is them, about them getting their shit together, honestly. Because where you stand with them, they are thinking about you. And, you know, this is carrying the energies, pile 3, of like, I'm doing this for us. I'm doing this so that we can be together. Because your person is wanting to provide a home for you and a home for the family that the two of you might have. And if you guys already have kids, or if you want kids, or if you have kids separate from them, they're thinking about those kids too, right? If your person has kids of their own separate from you, I mean, this is your person trying to get their shit together so that they can be an adequate and efficient and effective provider, protector. They're feeling a bit overwhelmed right now. They're trying to figure out how to drop some of these financial burdens, you know. How to save a sinking ship. What's lightning here for? Ooh, yeah, things may have unexpectedly slowed down in your person's, like, again, you know, this is all tying back to some financial emergency. Something slowed down really quickly in their money situation. Okay, so, you know, business could have been going really well for your person. They could have been making some really good money, and then something happened, a sudden loss of income somewhere. Like I said, they could have quit, you know, maybe they quit their job, or they lost their job, or they lost an important client, or they just lost a source of income. Like, it was sudden, though, very sudden. Now they're trying to get things figured out, right? That's where all of their resources are going right now. For some of you, I'm picking up energies where they were expecting some kind of revenue or a source of income to come through, and that never happened. Or, you know, some source of income could have been suspended. Your person could have literally been suspended from work. Okay, that's a very specific message coming through. They were either suspended from work, or some kind of a key source of income was suspended. Not necessarily cut off, but like they lost temporary access to it or something like that. Okay. Let's see. What's on being 100% real with you? they're not wanting you to lose confidence like in them, and they're also not wanting you to lose confidence in the connection itself. That's not what it's about, especially with the King of Wands in the reverse here being clarified, coming out with the Five of Cups in the reverse. They're not trying to disappoint you. They're not wanting to let you down. There's the Hanged Man again. Yeah, this is, them having to put the brakes on this connection, not like indefinitely, okay? Because with separation here, I am picking up now the energies where your person does miss you. Yeah, they're not spending time with you right now. You guys aren't able to spend a lot of quality time together. You guys may be missing, date nights, not going on date nights, if you guys had a set like day that you guys saw each other, every week, or you guys had some kind of a routine going, and all of a sudden like that routine is not happening now, your person is missing that. They are missing you. Okay, pile 3, that message is coming through. It's just they're not in this position right now to be this committed family guy that they want to be to you. They want to be the committed family guy, and they're just not able to. Let's find out what's going on with pay attention to the red flags. Tell me more about pay attention to the red flags. And then we'll close up your reading. The Queen of Wands in the upright. Let's see. The Judgment in the reverse and the Page of Swords. Ooh, yeah. See, they may have been too overly confident in something going on with their business. This is giving energies that this is something they did not see coming. They may have had to let an employee go, let a customer or a client or some kind of an account go, because with the Judgment in the reverse, that's like, letting something stay dead. Stop, not pouring any more energy into something, trying to whip a dead horse, that kind of an energy. Something just not working out, and finally accepting that and letting that go, letting that source of income go, letting that employee go, even that employer go. I mean, your person could have very well have quit. They could have walked away from some kind of a business venture or something, and there was definitely a loss of income that is associated to whatever that is. And there's very much a reluctance here, because there was a lot of confidence in that business, in that source of income, in that, in that path, I should say. And so there was some pain associated with having to let that go, or with whatever that is having been taken away. That's what the red flag is. They're trying to see, like, the worst of it is over, though, with the Ten of Swords at the back of the deck. Your person's realizing that the worst of it is over. They can only go up from here. It was a very painful ending, and they're ready to move on financially. Okay. All right, pile 3, that was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. If this resonated, please take a minute, if you would, to smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. Become part of the family by hitting the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. And I will see you guys at the next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, pile 3.